Many times, many ways. Merry Christmas to Merry Christmas to you. Hello good people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who haven't been here before, hi, my name is Alna and I hope that you stick around. So today's video, as the title implies, is me testing viral fragrances. And I'm telling you, the restraint I have put on myself into not smelling these right off the bat is incredible. When I got the idea for this video, I ordered so many samples, so I thought I'd split it up into a part. So this is part one of this little mini series testing viral fragrances. I also feel like I am one of very few, at least perfume enthusiasts, that hasn't smelled Baccarat Rouge, but today's the day. If you want to see what other fragrances that I'm testing out, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the moment that we've all been waiting for, well, at least me, Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I'm gonna do my best and to pronounce these correctly. Might be a little lazy here and there, so please bear with me. I actually saw Jaclyn Hill recommend this like way back when. I even think that was before Lipstick Gate. And then all of a sudden a couple of years ago, I saw it gaining popularity only to explode to everyone wanting it. So of course that beckons the question, does it smell like Charosta 68? And therefore my favorite perfume, Terrain. Or it's more like Cloud by Ariana Grande, which apparently also has somewhat of the same scent profile. Now I have Charosta 68 and I have Cloud, so let's see. Baccarat Rouge has top notes of saffron and jasmine and middle notes of amberwood and ambergris, and then fir resin and cedar. Ooh, okay. Yeah, at first sniff, it is exactly like Terrain. I understand why people compare it to Charosta. Oddly enough, I'm picking up a little Cloud too, so I can see that comparison as well. But it's sweet, it's rich, and the amberwood and cedar gives it that woody feel. I have to compare it to Terrain now. So this is Terrain. The Baccarat Rouge is very faint, and this is almost $500 a bottle. I gotta neutralize my nose, hold on. So this is Baccarat Rouge and it's super, super faint. I really have to concentrate. Also gonna put a little bit on my arm like that and let it sit there for a while. Next up we have the Baccarat Rouge Extrait. I saw someone recommending going for the Extrait instead of the EDP. Of course I had to try it. The Extrait has top notes of bitter almond and saffron, and then middle notes of Egyptian jasmine and cedar, and then base notes of ambergris, woody notes, and musk. So they changed up the structure. Okay, now this is more like it. This is even more like Terrain. They have more of the same structure as well, so I'm guessing that's why. This is much woodier than the EDP, but it also has that richness to it with the first sniff too, and then you have white floral jasmine just dancing in the background. Okay, now the EDP is coming through a bit more too. That is so weird. I'm smelling the almond now too. So Terrain is a bit richer and sweet because of the vanilla and the peach. So I'd say that Charosta 68 is a bit more similar to Terrain than it is to the Baccarat Rouge ones, but comparing perfumes is not the purpose of this video. And now for what feels like the main event these days, Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. I have high hopes for this one, so I'm a bit scared. After being on Perfume Talk for a little while and smelling a lot of the scents that the perfume influencers recommend, I've come to realize that my taste in perfume slightly differs from their tastes, so that's why I'm a bit scared. But this is supposed to be a gourmand heaven, and Kathleen Lights is recommending this if you want to smell edible and lickable. So let's see. It has top notes of caramel, then middle notes of coumarin and honey, and base notes of vanilla and white musk. At first sniff, this smells exactly like Dolce by Rosie Jane. Right off the bat, you get that hit of vanilla like you do with Dolce. Okay, but in the dry down, it becomes a little more powdery, a little softer. Okay, this is actually a little fun. The notes are hitting my nose in the opposite order of the perfume pyramid. I do understand why they call it lickable, because that's really what I want to do now. And the caramel in this just tops it all off. It's definitely very sweet, and for now it smells like candy. I gotta compare this to Dolce. Yeah, they're similar. Okay, no. Okay, Dolce is a little bit more vanilla, and then the Bianco Latte might be a little sweeter and a little bit richer as the honey and the coumarin peeks through. And then Dolce is more vanilla, but they're pretty damn close. Moving on to another scent that is supposed to be a gourmand heaven, Gossip Night by Gritty. So it's supposed to be a vanilla, sweet, rich, creamy, decadent scent. I also saw someone compare this to Bianco Latte. As far as the notes go, I feel like this might be a little fruitier, but we'll see. It has top notes of lychee, mango blossom, and heliotrope, and then middle notes of white peach, whipped cream, and caramel, and base notes of Madagascar vanilla, cashmere, and white musk. That heliotrope in the top note, not gonna lie, that scares me a bit. Heliotrope is supposed to be almost a little almondy, vanilla floral scent. In my nose, in combination with certain other notes, it kind of goes a little metallic, so we'll see. Hello, heliotrope. It's very faint, so we might be in the clear. Like right off the bat, it's definitely a very fruity and floral scent. As it settles too, that fruitiness but also fresh feel from that peach peeks through. I wouldn't really compare this to Bianco Latte whatsoever. This one is way fruitier and floral. Oh no. Remember what I said about heliotrope? I feel like it's happening with this one too. I think it's the white musk in this and the heliotrope that revel in my nose. And of course it can be totally different on skin. I've experienced that so many times before. I've tried a perfume on a test strip and been like, nope, not my cup of tea. And then I've tried it on my skin and fallen completely in love with it. So I think this might be one of those that I have to try on my skin before I knock it. So I haven't given you up yet. Okay, so last but not least, the last fragrance that I'm testing out in this part is Escapade Gourmand by Maison Metaha, which is another gourmand. Yes, I am sold on anything gourmand, okay? I like smelling lickable.
That's what she said.
I like smelling like an absolute snack, okay? I've also seen this being compared to Bianco Latte, and judging by the notes of it, that makes a little more sense. But I've also seen people say that Bianco Latte is what Escapade Gourmand wishes it was, that it smells a little more like burnt sugar than vanilla. But we'll see. It has top notes of sugarcane, middle notes of vanilla and tonka bean, and then base notes of benzoin and musk. Okay, why am I nervous? It's just perfume. Okay, shake it off. Okay. Yeah, right off the bat I get the burnt sugar, but I like that smell. It's also a little nutty, and I'm guessing that's the tonka bean. It actually smells a little bit like hazelnut. And for some reason, very befittingly, I get this Christmassy scene in my head when I smell it. I see a wooden fireplace, a brown leather Chesterfield chair standing in front, and this chair has a blanket thrown over it with that typical Scotch pattern, and then a big Christmas tree propped up in the corner, which is decorated to max capacity. And then you hear chestnuts roasting on an open fire in the background. This alone gave me Christmas spirit. That's amazing. It most certainly is a gourmand. I wouldn't compare it to Bianco Latte whatsoever. They really hold their own individually. I'm just revisiting the Baccarat Rouge, and it's back. That's so weird. It smells good. It smells good. Okay, so that was it for today's video and part 1 of me testing viral fragrances. And if you made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. And if you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and want to see the other parts to this little mini series I've started here, then please subscribe. And until next time, bye. I don't know why I even tried, because I'm not a soprano.